Welcome, class. Today we're going to learn how to make a stock trade. You folks each bought 5 different companies a few weeks ago, and maybe you've decided you want to sell one or two and then buy a new company or two. The way to do this is to fill out what's called a buy-sell transaction form. This form looks just like this. It is the last page of the stock packet. So you would go to the Google Classroom, find the post about the stock project. Then you would go to the actual document. You would scroll down and download the last page, buy-sell transaction form, and you would fill it in. And maybe you're selling Apple and you want to buy, hypothetically, Microsoft, one of their long-term competitors. And let's just say, hypothetically, you're buying 170 shares of Microsoft, and you're selling 180 of Apple, and the Microsoft is, let's say, $121 a share. And you're going to have to lose $100 when you sell the Apple. That's a transaction fee. Now, many of you who trade on E-Trade or Robinhood or any of these other stock trading apps don't pay fees, but traditionally, investors had to pay fees, and people who invest with larger firms, let's just say Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan, they are going to pay fees. So you've got to pay $200 round trip, as we say. So you're going to then calculate how this affects your cash reserves. So cash reserves might have been, let's just say, $314 or $321. You're going to calculate selling, and that would be 180 times 118 minus 100, and then you would see how that adds into your cash reserves. But then you would have to subtract out this transaction because you're buying something, so you're losing money. 170 times 121, it costs an additional $100 because you're making a transaction. Now, I am going to need you to send me a screenshot of the trade. And the only trade you can do is between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. You're not allowed to trade pre and post market. And I've brought up Apple here in pre-market to show you why. A student could say, oh, I sold Apple at 119.03 because they're concerned as the stock's opening up down. And we know that in pre-market trading. So you can only trade during the day, and you're going to have to take a screenshot of the Yahoo Finance screen. And you could do that by hitting Control Print Screen, opening that up in Paint, and saving it and emailing me that. If you have an Apple computer, you would then do Command-Shift-4. So that's how you fill out the buy-sell transaction form. And you must send me, number one, the buy-sell transaction form. Number two, you must show us how that affects your cash reserves. And lastly, you must send us a screenshot. And this should all be done through an email. I hope this makes sense, and good luck with your trading.